Thank you so much for letting us show you your cinematic life
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
And watching all of it, too. Fantastic.
Thank you.
And here to present the Cinema Vanguard Award to Willem Dafoe, please welcome the director of The Fault in Our Stars, Josh Boone.
Hey, Josh.
Promise not to take up too much of your time. I wrote sort of like a roast for Willem. No, I did not. I did not do that. So yeah, I wrote this today, so I'm going to read it instead of the more conversational way I'd prefer to do it. But so when I was 8, I was obsessed with Oliver Stone's Platoon. I wasn't allowed to watch the movie, but what I did watch was the trailer on pay-per-view. I was so into that trailer that I recorded the audio onto a cassette tape and listened to it over and over, dreaming of the Vietnam movie my best friend and I were going to make that summer in the woods with my dad's video camera. I also remember hearing about the Last Temptation of Christ at church one Sunday morning and watching news footage of irate protesters picketing theaters with my very born-again parents. What was everyone so upset about? Bear in mind, I still haven't seen a movie Dafoe's been in at this point, but the two I want to see, the forbidden ones, have his mug all over them. When I was 10, I finally managed to see Platoon. For some, it's the murder of Bambi's mother at the hands of a hunter that traumatized them when they were kids. Not me. For me, it was the murder of Sergeant Elias at the hands of Sergeant Barnes and that iconic shot of Dafoe dying, arms outstretched. Much like he died in Last Temptation of Christ. I shed my parents' religious beliefs long ago, but Mr. Dafoe's Jesus makes me want to believe again. I truly mean that. If I were to make a list of my very favorite films, that list would include Platoon, Born on the 4th of July, The Last Temptation of Christ, and Wild at Heart. I loved those films with all my heart when I was young, and they remain among the films I love the most as an adult. And those 4 films barely scratch the surface of one of the most versatile careers in cinema. What strikes me most about Mr. Dafoe's exhausting and truly remarkable body of work is how many of our greatest filmmakers have used him to such extremes. Where Scorsese saw the face of Christ, David Lynch saw pure evil. Mr. Dafoe has made a career playing both saints and sinners. It is his empathy that illuminates the sea of gray between those extremes. Mr. Dafoe's saintly work in the Florida Project is beyond reproach, which should surprise no one. He's long been one of our finest actors. It was a great honor to work with him, and it is an honor to present him with this award. Willem, you deserve all of them.
Okay, thanks. I go back. Thanks, that's sweet. Thank you. That's really sweet. Good.
I think it's this thing.
Yeah, is this it?
That's it.
Thank you so much. I won't take any more of your time, but I do want to encourage you, if you haven't seen the Florida Project, wow, this really pops. If you haven't seen the Florida Project, see it. And I want to say a few thank yous to A24 and June Pictures. Of course, Sean Baker, who is editor, co-writer, and director of the film. He made a beautiful film. Of course, the cast. I also want to thank some of my team that's here tonight. Frank Frateroli, Alan Ruspoli, Brenna Rifkin, and, oh, my brothers. Thanks, guys, for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much.